What's going on, buddy boyos? We are live. Welcome to another episode of Wednesday Night at WINsel. In this stream, we kick back, relax, listen to some fucking synthwave, and just kick back, relax, and chill, my dudes. Yeah, we're gonna do that. How's everyone doing? We're back. Wednesday Night WINsel. We're back. We have 0 viewers so far, but I'm sure they'll get in here soon. All right, let's fucking let's give me a sec. Let me move some stuff out of the way here. Got a drink. Got my phone. Ready to go, buddy boyos. Oh my god. We're so late starting. Normally we start at like 5, but the time change has me a little bit screwed up right now, so it's kind of like weird, but yeah. Alright, got my mic all ready to go. Oh man. Playing Destino. What's up, buddy? Hello. How you doing, buddy? You got 2 folks in the chat. 2 peeps in the chat. We gotta wait for the chat to fill in before I start really doing some real shit here. But a better bachelor, he actually gave me a pretty good article to read. So he didn't give me an article, rather I saw it on his channel. So I kind of stole it from his channel. So I figured why not? I'll just read it here. It talks about how married women are cheating more than ever. So it's gonna be kind of an interesting read for sure. It's over. I get no play, bro. Dude, just at this point, dog, I mean, you're better off paying for it at this point. It's amazing to me to hear people in the hear the anti-passport bros talking about how, nah, bro, you shouldn't be paying for play, or you're a loser if you have to pay to play, buddy boyo. And I'm like, yo, bro, hey, wait a second, bro. Hold on, give me a sec here. You're a loser if you cut right to the chase, right? Like, because that's basically what you're doing, right? You're cutting a right to the chase. You're like saying, okay, what I really want is sex. There's no need for me to fucking do this whole game where I try to quote unquote game you into having a sex with me, where I pay for like 3 dates, do all this crazy ass shit to get you to like me first, and then I fuck you later on. That shit's stupid, bro. Because by the time you go on 3 fucking dates, and you've done all this fucking labor, you might as well have just paid for it, right? So like all this like criticism that like the passport bros are getting for like paying to play, and I'm not even saying all the passport bros are doing that, but like a lot of them probably are paying to play. All the criticism they're getting is bullshit, because it's like, okay, like who's really the fucking sucker, right? The guy who spent 10 hours trying to get a woman to like him enough to fuck him, or the guy who just paid $500 for a high-end escort to fuck him in one night, or fuck him for an hour and then go home. Like, who's really the fucking sucker there, right? The guy who spent more time. That's my opinion. The guy who spends more time for less shit is the fucking sucker there, in my opinion, right? That's how I view it. I was just listing the last stream, of course, that I couldn't listen to win live. What's up, Count? Finn Leo, what's up, buddy? Can't rope because I don't know what's after the abyss. Probably nothing, buddy boyo. Probably fucking nothing. We are win-selling. We are, dude. We're all winning, dude. Marcus Burton. How is Hinge going, man? Pretty good, actually, so far. This chick from, like I said, I'm the, they call me the immigrant slayer here, because, like, I get a lot of, African immigrants who tend to like me a lot, which is weird. So I got this really good looking chick from Nigeria who liked me. We talked once, and it was a pretty good conversation, so we'll see where it goes, but I'm not sure what's gonna happen next. So at this point I have like zero I have like zero expectations in Hinge anymore, so I kind of just take it all as it goes. I have one girl's phone number in my phone that I've been talking to her a little bit. I get like matches at least every other day, so you know, who knows how it goes, right? But you know, I can definitely say I probably get above average matches, like above average when it comes to count. But you know, the girls who like me are pretty much like, they're all busted as fuck, dude. Like I lowered my age range down to like 18 to like 25 or 26, and I've gotten way better options now. But yeah, dude, anything above 25 is like basically a no-go zone, dude. Those chicks are busted and used, dog. They're so fucking high. They have such high expectations. It's not even funny, bro. It's not even worth it. It's fucking absurd. How crazy those fucking women are, dude. Protestants took away our domestic pay for play option. Yeah, it's gone. It's fucking gone. There's ways to get around it, obviously, but like the problem is that you gotta watch it for scammers and everything else on this place, right? So I'd rather stay alone than being a sucker. Yeah. I mean, you really are. In my opinion, I think the guy, like I said earlier, the guy who spends all his time trying to get a chick to like him is the fucking sucker, bro. That's the real sucker. Because like, if you're a man and all you really want out of a woman is sex, you might as well just pay for it. Like, what's the point of doing this whole game where you have to like pretend to do all this crap to get her to kind of halfway like you to fuck you? This is stupid shit. This is retarded. You might as well just pay for it. There is no nothing. There is no. I don't know. Nothing is cope. Maybe you just come back down here. You like reincarnate as a cockroach or something like that. Who knows? More than 25 equals Christmas cake. Yep, it's true. It's true, dog. Yeah, the chicks in their 30s, dog, don't even bother, dog. Those chicks are fucking, they're long past their prime, dog. They're long past their prime, and they have such high. They're so bitchy and moany and everything else. You don't even want to do. You don't even want to deal with them, dog. Just don't even bother. Don't bother. If that's if you're even still on dating apps. To be honest with you, I mean, at this point, for the average man, I wouldn't even bother being on dating apps anymore. It's just stupid, dog. I wish we were like Germany. They have Ukrainian and Russians. Oh, you mean women? Yeah. Well, especially Poland has a lot of Ukrainian women there. When I'm hearing, a lot of the dudes over there are kind of fucking doing the whole they're getting a lot of that sweet Ukrainian poon. So who knows? Can't do it with land whales. If I can't breed, at least I can. At least I want to breathe. But under land whale, it's difficult. Oh man, you're not supposed to be under the land whale anyway, dog. Supposed to be on top of the land whale, but whatever. Plus 25 in age, she already lost most of her fertile time window. She is also taking the extra risk of birth defects and miscarriages. It's true. It really is sad. It's not sad at all, really. I mean, these women get what they fucking deserve, in my opinion, dude. They think they're gonna be like the women in their 30s are probably some of the most like delusional women on the fucking planet, dog. They're some of the most delusional women on the planet. Because of they have this weird I don't know, like they think that like they have more time than they really do. I don't know what they're thinking. I really don't know what goes through a woman's mind, but like the 30-year-olds, you would think they would just take the first best option that crosses their fucking plate, but they're still playing the hypergamy game, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you have no time left. Like, your prime years are over. Once again, never forget. Yeah, like this dude down here said, mystery school, never forget. Yeah, never forget, dog. Like I said it, don't forget, dog. Don't forget what they did to you, dog. Those chicks in their 30s, dog. Like those chicks are my cohorts. Like I grew up with those girls, dog. Okay, and I never forgot what they did to me, dog. Don't forget. Yeah, don't save them, dog. If they made it to fucking 31. If they made it to 31 or 32 or 35 without having kids, dog, fuck them. Okay, they get what they fucking deserve at this point. But like, they're fucking delusional. They're some of the most delusional people on the planet. I don't know what to say about them, really, other than the fact that they're fucking crazy. What's up, champ? What's up, Mark? While the men die on war, the Ukrainian and Russian women are getting piped brutal. Yeah, it's pretty rough, dude. What's your type of woman regarding looks? The chick I'm talking to that's from Nigeria kind of has this like. Honestly, I definitely have a type when it comes to look. Like, it's who can I compare her to? Who I kind of compared her to. I mean, this is it might be a bad comparison, but Lori Harvey when it comes to looks. Not in the same way, but like I like the. I guess it's called high cheekbones. I like those in women, or at least in black women anyway. I like that. I like decently sized lips. Like I like the way Africans or African Americans and Africans look. So I don't know. Like I'm definitely like more of a. I definitely like black women more than I like white women. That's for sure. So so when it comes down to me crossing lines here, I'm not gonna probably cross lines anytime soon. But I don't mind. I don't mind Hispanics either because they tend to have the same look that, or at least a similar look to black women as well. So. Dude, after climbing the land well to be on top of her, you're gonna be out of breath too. Being a single man feels good, and the worse society gets, the more vindicated I feel in my life decisions. Never forget, buddy boyo. Pepe is crying because he knows it will end soon. He's not crying, he's crying. He's happy, bro. He's like, what the fuck? Thank God it's over, bro. He's like, thank God this nuke went off and I can just fucking die now, my buddy boyo. Never forget, indeed. Don't forget. They made it to 30 without any VDs, and then that's worth nothing. That's worth noting, rather. What's up, people? What's up, S3? And ironically, many women nowadays don't realize they regret not having kids until they're 35. Yeah, until when it's too late. Mr. School is Shaniqua maxing, as Pyramid suggested. I kid. Shaniqua maxing. Oh man. Have you seen Never Give Up New Girlfriend? No. I don't know who that even is, but all right. I worked with a 30-plus-year-old career. I worked with a 30-plus-year-old career woman before. She kept her unrealistic high standards even after she hit the wall. Now she's almost at 40. Yeah, these women are gonna like die alone, and they think that I'm like a lot of these people don't realize that like it's easy to say I can make it on my own when you're 20, 30, 40, even in your 50s. When you start hitting 60 and 70, bro, you start having real fucking health issues from your long life of being on this planet. My God, dude, that's like the worst time to be like alone, bro. Like that's like the worst time to be alone. That's like the worst time to be alone is when you're 60 and 70. Nah, dude. Pyramid, you're coping hard, bro. They say that now because once again they don't have the ability. Women apparently don't have the ability to have like to have they don't have the foresight to say, oh wow, what am I gonna do when I'm 60 and 70, bro? I don't know, dude. I guess I'll just down the floor in my apartment, bro, and just it's retarded, bro. I don't know, dude. You Jamaican. Okay, dude. Whatever you say, buddy. There's not gonna be enough people, bro. On my lunch break at work. And they won't have the money either because most people can't stay for retirement either. So, like, you can't afford a stay-at-home nurse if you don't have the fucking money for that shit, bro. Don't cope me, bro. I like the looks of the young Lily Sobieski. Okay, I don't know what that looks like. Super cute. By computer power, I have a practice for myself where I get tested after any new partner and I ask for their status. Imagine some guy ascending just to get hate. Oh, bruh. Dude. Cope career women want to die alone. They even admitted it. Yeah, sure. Maybe they want to die alone now. Until you get to 60, you don't realize they're 70. I'm not there yet, obviously, but like when you actually get there and you realize how many health issues those motherfuckers have, dog, and how many pills they're on, and how many fucking things that can happen to you at 60 or 70, like that's when you start to realize, oh shit, bro, nobody gives a fuck about me now. Like, oh crap, like, but they won't realize it until they make it to that point. The point is that men have more foresight, and they're like, yeah, bro, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do when I hit 60, 70, or even 80 years old. Like, unless I take the a Smith & Wesson retirement plan, right? Women are probably going to be too scared to do that shit. They're going to just down the floor in their little apartment and die down the floor with their dog and cat around them or some shit. So yeah, most women coworkers I know just have a beta cuck husband with a kid who they cheat on constantly. Well, there you go. Same mystery. I prefer my own women, but a black guy can't be smart. Yeah. Cope women have the Jamaican nurses to care for them. Yeah, they can afford them, I guess. They can afford them. This generation of women will be the first to die alone, and I think the next generation will be less independent. Probably. Who knows? I don't know. Like maybe they'll learn from their aunts and uncles who didn't have kids. Who knows? But I doubt that'll happen. Sup, my WINsday. What's up, Woody Johnson? Sup, buddy boyo? I think that's Dead Cat. Okay, I think they accept being alone, but ideally, yes, they wish they found someone. Yeah, they can accept it, but like I don't know, it's just weird, to say like it's a cope. It's definitely a matter of like, yo, bro, like you're gonna end up like in your 70s and 80s or 60s, if you make it to 80s, 60s and 70s, like wondering what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, imagine having nobody who can take you to the fucking doctor, and yet you have to rely on some like third party service to get you around. It's like that's not ideal. Like the ideal would be to have kids and a family, or somebody to drive you around, and someone to actually gives half a fuck about you, right? But like they're not gonna have any of that shit, bro. There are no caregiver nurses. Yeah, just national assisted SUI. Yeah, it's true. A black guy can't be smart unless he's earning top 5%. Even then, he can't be smart, bro. He's got to be he got to be what do they call it? Pushing weight, right? You got to be pushing weight nowadays to be a top 5% black guy. You can't be anything smart in the black community, in my opinion, bro. Why say for retirement? You will be sick, disabled, senile. Why not self-delete by then? Well, yeah, I'm saying for women though, like. I made the argument before. What's the point of saving for retirement? There's no point really. There really is no point. But like most people won't have a fucking retirement check. Let's be real here. Like no one's really gonna have one. And even if you did save for retirement, you wouldn't have enough of a fucking return to make it matter anyway. At the end of the day, right? So yeah, it wouldn't matter to begin with. So the few women of Gen Alpha will see the lonely single millennial women and not want to be like them. Yeah, hopefully. Men die earlier, so it's always been the case that women die widows or alone generally. Yeah, some truth there. But at least if they were married and the husband had some fucking wealth, they would have that to fucking live off of. Like these women are gonna die alone with nobody, or not alone, I guess. They're already gonna be alone. They probably won't have any retirement check. They probably are not gonna get Social Security. They're probably not gonna have a Medicare. They're gonna end up alone in a one-bedroom apartment or in their foreclosed houses or some shit, and wondering what the fuck they're gonna do next. Like, who knows? What's up, Eduardo? Medicare will switch to assisted SUI. It's Futurama. Huh. LaQuanda Jackson's nurse will give senile old women the pillow treatment. Ah, yes, the day at the pillow. I wish for the 50 megaton hydrogen bomb retirement plan. Please go off. Imagine being 60 years old and having roommates. That's what a lot of older women are doing if ever never married. Probably. Wouldn't surprise me, actually. They would have shipped in immigrants to care for the useless women. That's the problem, though. Like, at some point, you run out of ground to keep grabbing from, right? Like, you can only grab immigrants from so many places until you run out of skilled labor from those countries. And do you not think that those countries are also going to have the same problems? Like, those countries might actually set up barriers to exit for those people who are leaving, to say, okay, if you're a nurse or whatever, you cannot leave the country anymore. You must stay in this country. So, who knows what's going to happen in the future, where we have declining birth rates all around the world, and nobody has enough people to support their aging populations. They might actually force you to stay in the country. You never know. Like, who knows what policies the governments might enact in the future? You never know. So, sex addict, what's up? Oh yeah, Mr. Hi, Mr. Ree. Albert Wesker. Women outlive men a lot. Of women are fine living alone. Ice cat of the Fed cat. I don't what. Derek Chauvin. What the fuck? If I had a kid and grandchildren, I'd stay alive to croak until I croak from natural causes. You guys don't get it. Women don't want men. I don't even think they want Chad. Women are lezzing out, drugged out on pharmaceuticals. They are drugged out on pharmaceuticals for sure. Lezzing out, I probably believe at this point too. I don't know why Jay's picture's not showing up. That's weird. Thanks to SA seeking maxing, I have a decent sex life. That's, hey man, better than nothing, right? You might as well get what you can at this point, dog. Get what you can. Ice Cat loves lady men dogs, bro. What the fuck's going on with this guy? Without kids, what is the fucking point? The kids are the future, right? So who knows? Without having that, you really don't have a future at the end of the day, right? Oh, you meant dog. You meant dongs. Oh, okay. I'm not mad at being birthed, so I'd take care of my parents in their old age. That's the reward for being a good parent. Yeah, there you go. Makes sense. Older women today are doing better than men because they are divorced their husbands and took half the stuff and get alimony. Yeah, that's a good lot of truth there, dude. What up? Dude, women even with good jobs don't save for their fucking retirement, dog. They expect a man to do that for them, dog. Bullshit. Women have fantastic careers. They can save for retirement. Dude, even when women have good jobs, they don't save for retirement, even at the same rate that men do. Men are miserable. Women are happy as pig shit, or happy as a pig and shit. I don't know, dude. I mean, the antidepressant rate, which you just cited, is a pretty big boon on that one. I'm not saying they're not happier than men, but they're definitely not as happy as they could be. That's for sure. Chicks don't save for shit. They never save. They always spend all their money up. So yeah, S3. My parents were good. I take care of them when they were old. Yeah, so were my parents. They were good people. Yeah. He posts on Inkwell Tears too, so it isn't surprising. Well, who knows, dude? Hispanics will take over the Anglos. Will be and over the Anglos will be a minority, probably, but you never know. Like I said, we're running out of ground, so yeah. 60-year-old roommates or retirement home. They are both the same, but roommates sounds cheaper. You should watch a YouTube video featuring rappers with many kids. The fastest rising groups of homeless are women. Damn. Well, the government will always take care of women no matter their old age. Yeah, but at some point, once again, you run out of money. You run out of like people keep saying they'll take care of the women like with what? Okay, so you don't have a population to take care of them with. You don't have the money anymore. You don't have the tax base to take care of them with. You can't inflate your way out of the problem anymore because your monetary system's fucked up. What do you do next? Like, I mean, I don't know what you do next. Like, the biggest problem they're gonna have in the future, in my opinion, is probably gonna be the people problem. Like, you can have all the money and resources in the world, but if you don't have any people who are actually able to mine the resources out of the ground or actually do the job, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. It's almost like a war in a way, like with an army. You can have the best tech in the world, but if you have nobody to actually wield the weapons, it doesn't matter. It's time to get rid of the excess male population. No, I might be, dude. I might be sending the Gen Z off to that place called Bakhmut. Have you pronounce that city's name in Ukraine? In the U.S., Hispanics will take over and some conflict will occur. On Europe, the Muslims will wreak havoc and destroy it. Probably, you're not wrong. Programming pill is so strong that women will be homeless before marrying and being a wife. Albert Wesker, I think a big pressure for correction to current dating issues is women's homelessness. Prime slave cunny. Man, Ice Cactus, though, you're on a roll, my dude, with that shit, dog. What's up, Lone Hiker? I grew up pyramid. Most modern women will choose a life of travel and hanging out with other women than being with Chad. Yeah, I think they view Chad more as like I think Albert Wesker, you might have said this in the last stream, but like, or maybe somebody else had said that they view Chad as being a walking dildo. I think they quoted turd flinging monkey about that quote, so that might have to be true. Wesker, when they trend correct, we may see some of the cultural corrections too. When women need you financially, they actually respond to your text in a timely manner. Oh man, chicks don't save shit. They really don't. Do you watch Hell Edit for a live stream? He is so crazy, and I haven't watched Hell for a while, but I watch him on occasion, but not on a regular basis. I don't know what happened to him, but antidepressant could give them some sort of high, some type of high. Could be. Nuke everything. I agree. Nuke everything, my dude. Already happened. Hispanics have won. The median age of Hispanics is 11, while the median age of whites is 58. Yeah, it's pretty bad for whites, dude. Ready for the draft? They're getting rid of the excess male population. A lot of the TV shows are now about broke women living life barely getting by, but happy because they are single and free. Yeah, I guess there's some freedom in. I don't know how women think anymore. Like, oh, I'm single and broke and stupid, but I'm free. It's like, okay, well, it's like I don't understand female logic because like at the end of the day, you're gonna be a slave to somebody, right? So you might as well be a slave to your family who loves you and cares for you, right? Instead of being a slave to a corporate employer who doesn't give a fuck about you. But they picked the latter and said fuck you to the former, which makes zero sense to me. I don't understand that one. Actually, a coworker last week was bragging about being on antidepressants. She said, all my serotonin is store-bought with a smile. Oh, man. It's like polygamy cope, too. They show poly couples and the main guy always looks miserable, lol. Can only keep the cultural illusion for so long. Cope, I have been to Europe. The Muslims are actually not that bad. The birth rate in Europe is okay. It was not. The birth rate in Europe is actually confirmed to be shit, dog. Nah, you can't cope with me for that one. That's copium there. That's some copium shit, bruh. Russia is threatening they've been doing that for a while now, dog. They're not gonna do shit. No, I say we send all the women LARPing about equality to war instead. Nah, they're gonna ship off Gen Z off to the front lines of the Ukrainian war to fight for the glory of the Zelensky over there. You're gonna die in another small hat war. The small hats. Oh man. Work to death to pay off my retirement. Jimmy, work to death to pay off my retirement, Jimmy. Jimmy. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, Jimmy. Bro, Jimmy. Back in my day, I owned a house with a minimum wage job, Jimmy. You can do it too, Jimmy. Jimmy, I'm telling you, Jimmy. Jimmy, if you keep working, Jimmy, I'll tell you. You'll get your payoff one day too, Jimmy. I swear to God, Jimmy. Jimmy, keep working. Like, goddamn, Boomer. Like, okay, Boomer. Boomers don't give a fuck, dog. Boomers just want their fucking check, dog. Boomers want their check and that Medicare, dog. And that Medicare Part C. Or the Part D, whatever it's called. TFM, men are just masturbatory objects to women. Yeah, at this point in the game, they probably are. Yeah. They have been running out of Ritalin, so been giving women other drugs that don't work. They have been complaining and trending on TikTok. What the fuck? Jay is correct. Prime slave cunny does respond. Sure, women may be depressed, but the worst that happens is that you go on antidepressants while men are hanging in other rooms dead. Because women are literally too pussy to actually fucking do the actual job, right? So yeah. I think I said that for some modern women, Chad is just an incarnate living dildo. Yeah, somebody said that. Yeah. His Majesty should have just let us get nuked. I don't know what it would. I think we might go scorched earth. We should, dude. His Majesty should have just let all of Japan be nuked. I wouldn't be here. He's like, Bonsai! Bonsai! I think women are realizing they can stimulate each other without having to worry about pregnancy or a guy getting clingy. Sexual woman is just about getting an orgasm. Yes, women would rather be slaves to Chad government. No, the government really, not Chad. Happened in the past, slave girls would fuck Thomas Jefferson. Yeah. Well, I would say that's a really there's a kind of weird story with that one, but yeah. Muslims still take over the jihad is happening. Jihad is happening. The thumbnail. It's happening, bro. Depressed Panda is happening, dude. The nuke's going off, dog. Saying the European birth rate is okay is like going to Tokyo and saying the birth rates are good in Japan. Yeah, it's kind of weird. That was a weird one, dog. Oh, man. The same co-worker who was bragging about being on antidepressants told me she is a dog aunt. Dude! Oh, man. I cannot stand dog aunts. I can't stand dog aunts. Cannot stand grand dogs and I'm a dog mom and all that shit, dog. Women are so uninterested in commitment. Being a dog mom is too much. So they are dog aunt maxing. What the fuck, bro? Jimmy, my 401k, Jimmy, you don't understand, Jimmy. I need a 5% return, Jimmy. Keep going to work, Jimmy. I need a 5% return, Jimmy. Keep going to work. All right, let's read this article real quick, and we'll watch this video that Albert Westbrook left in the chat. All right, let's do this article real quick. That I got this article from Better Bachelor's channel. He left he read it on his channel, so I'm gonna read it here. It's pretty good article on I haven't read the whole damn thing yet, but it's pretty good. All right, here we go. Power trip. Why more women than ever are cheating on their husbands. Nikki has been married for 15 years, and she's been cheating on her husband for 12 of them. What the fuck, bro? Imagine getting cucked that hard, bruh. Imagine getting cucked that fucking hard, bruh. You're getting cucked that hard. You've been married for 15 years, and your wife's been cucking you for 12 of them? She's been fucking other men for 12 of 15 years? Bro, man. Oh, nah, bruh. Do not get married in the West, bro. Don't get married anywhere at this point, dude. Let's say fuck it to him. Let's say fuck it at all, man. Let's say fuck it. The mother of two, who's in her late 30s, yeah, fucking my generation, early, not early, I guess it would be early Gen Y, who is in her late 30s, keeps track of her potential paramours via spreadsheet. Via spreadsheet, bro? You got a whole system for this shit, bro. You got a whole system for this shit, bro. What the fuck? Has an untraceable Google Voice number for communicating with her suitors and arranges rendezvous through WhatsApp. What the fuck? She generally juggles multiple sexual partners at a time, and once had sex with 4 different men on the same day. Oh no, bro! That's turbo cucked, bruh. You're getting turbo cucked, dude. 4 different men on the same day, dude. So she cucked, man. That last dude was getting sloppy thirds, man. Oh, bruh, nah, dude. Nah, bruh. Oh, yo. Sure, one of those 4 hookups lasted all of 20 minutes, but she didn't care. She didn't want to be cuddled. Afterwards, she said she showered, took a work meeting. What? Went on a dinner date and had fun with another man. Oh, wow. Her verdict, it was amazing. It was so cool. I got to really be in the driver's seat and got exactly what I wanted. And I just happened to feel sexually greedy that day. Nikki, not her real name, of course not her fucking real name, reveals in the new iHeart Radio podcast She Wants More, hosted by Joe Piazza. It's such a power trip to be able to command the sexual presence of people you desire and have them fulfill whatever it is you need. That's what I said earlier, dog. Women want power. They want to be able to do what they want at the end of the fucking day, right? Especially when they're fucking young and still have enough sexual fucking desirability to get men to fucking fawn over them at the end of the day, right? And of course, men are not going to say no to this shit because they don't really care. There's no honor amongst men. There's definitely no honor amongst women at all. So they don't give a fuck at all, dude. Oh shit, bruh. Nikki tells Piazza it's crazy. Podcast host Joe Piazza points out how easy it is for women to find cheating partners. What do you fucking know? Wow, you don't fucking say. Like you don't fucking say, right? You're telling me that it's easy for women to find men who want to fuck them? Wow, that's the most obvious thing to face the planet, bro. What a big revelation that is, bruh. Your spouse may be laying in the bed next to you, and you can be looking for someone you have an affair with. Wow. And you can be looking for someone to have an affair with. Nikki appears in the first episode of She Wants More, Piazza's 8-part series examining female infidelity. Piazza herself, a married woman of 3, has spent the last 5 years interviewing wedded couples for the podcast Committed. But after 2 years, she learned that a friend of hers was cheating on her spouse, and she learned of another and another. Oh my god, bruh. Don't do it. Don't get married in the West, bruh. Just don't do anything, bruh. It's over. Oh, dog. Oh. Piazza was shocked and intrigued. I was seeing so many more women I know have affairs, and a lot of women I didn't expect, Piazza, 42, told the Post. She spent a year interviewing some 24 women of different ages and backgrounds and from all over the country about their extramarital affairs. From a young gymnast coach who fell in love with her husband's best friend. Aw, dude, getting cuffed by your husband's best friend, bruh? Nah, bruh. Oh, dude. To an accomplished 60-something who has been happily cheating on her husband with multiple partners for over 30 years? 30 fucking years getting cucked? Nah, dude. Don't do it, bruh. Don't do it, bruh. Oh, no. 30 years getting cucked, bruh? Half the marriage? Nah, man. This shit. Oh, dude. 30. Oh, no. Oh, no. 30 fucking years. Oh, bro. The podcast tells their story with additional insight from experts like Susan Shapiro Barash, whose book about women's affairs, A Passion for More, inspired the podcast. At first, I went into it with my own judgment, Piazza admitted. I'm married, so I was like, oh my gosh, it's the worst thing you can do. But she learned that women had all sorts of complex reasons for seeking out seeking sex outside of their marriage, and doing so did not ruin their lives. Well, of course, if you're gonna keep it secret and I don't know, they'll find any way. Like, of course, you can justify anything you want in your own mind. It doesn't make it right, but who fucking knows? Well, let's see what these so-called reasons are, right? Nikki says she has become more confident, more self-assured, more relaxed since signing up for the hookup site. AshleyMadison.com and embarking on her first affair more than a decade ago. Wow, dude. Oh, bruh. Ashley Madison, the place to get cucked, man. Oh, bruh. Before she would beg her husband to spank her and pull her hair, anything that would add some excitement in the bedroom, and then feel embarrassed or ashamed, even undesirable when he would ignore her request. Oh, man. Now Nikki says she's less resentful, less spiteful. Oh, dude, you serious, bruh? Oh, dude. Oh, this is it? He wouldn't spank me and grab my hair, bro. So, what the fuck? I don't have a lot of tension built up in my chest or stress or anxiety or any of the negative cloud that grows within you when you go without for so long. You start looking at a person like, why can't you understand? Why can't you give me these things? Why are we stuck in this marriage when I deserve to be happy, deserve to feel good? What do you mean? Dude, what? Did people forget what a marriage is all about? Marriage is not about you anymore. It's not about you. Marriage is about children. That's the original point of a marriage. It's not about you anymore. It's not about you, okay? I deserve to be happy. I deserve to feel good. Me, my stuff, my sexual experience, my this, my that. Like, bruh, dude, these chicks are fucking broken, dude. Nikki confesses, having that room to breathe just makes you less bitchy, for lack of a better word. Aww. While every woman has different reasons for cheating, many of the podcast subjects share similar traits. Often they meet their spouses and married when they were very young, late teens and early 20s. Even the early ones, Doug. Even the early ones, Doug. For several, sex with their partner happened often less after having children, and they've felt a lack of confidence or attractiveness as a result. Many felt they could no longer communicate with their husband, especially about their desires. Why? Because women are fucking retarded. That's why. Either way, keep going. Only one woman interviewed the former gymnast coach, Katie, strayed because she fell in love with someone else and was essentially run out of town when their mutual acquaintance found out. Oh shit, bruh. In fact, most of the women Piazza interviews say they love their husbands and have no intention of leaving them. They just want a little variety. Dude! Oh, dog. This is some nasty shit, bruh. I love my husband, but I want to cheat on him too, bruh? Nah, dude. You don't love him. You love what he can do for you. You love that he pays the bills, and you love that big ass house he gave you, and you love that and you love the fact that you can take half his shit if he fucks up, or if he finds out and decides to divorce your ass, but you don't actually love him, bruh. Nah, dude. If those dudes found out, it would be over. Ah, dude. The weird thing about monogamy is that it's like saying red is your favorite color, then you have to wear red and only red for the rest of your days. Says Monique, who has been married for 30 years. What if I wake up and feel like wearing yellow? Does that mean that red is my favorite color anymore? No, of course not. Oh, dude. Fuck them, dog. Fuck them, dog. Monique, an accomplished professional in her mid-50s with 2 grown kids, went on Craigslist after her husband said he wasn't interested in a threesome. Dude, what the fuck? She ended up meeting a younger man. Oh, dog, that's fucked up, dude. Ended up meeting a younger man and seeing him on and off for 12 years. The affair was fun, sexy, enriching, but she would never call it romantic. Aw. Not even aw. This is fucking disgusting, bruh. I bet if you asked him what are your children's names, he wouldn't know. Monique says of her first fling. Since then she's experimented with BDSM, had a threesome, and even wore a corset and strap-on for a partner's erotic Victorian fantasy. For Monique, sleeping with others people is about having a broad experience of life. This is what they're looking for, dog. When women say they want to have adventures, this is what they fucking mean, bro. Women, like I said, never forget, buddy boyos. Never forget, buddy boyos, what they have done to you. Okay? When Black Pill J told what's that guy's name? hold the truth hostage that a woman is a woman no matter where she is, dog, or no matter what time, no matter what church she went to, no matter how old she is, no matter what country she's from, a woman is still a fucking woman, buddy boyos. You cannot trust them. Women lie so fucking much they don't even know the fucking truth anymore, buddy boyos, okay? You can't trust them. You cannot trust them. Hearing stories like this, dog, you cannot trust them. You can't trust them. Don't bother. You can't trust them. You can't respect them. You can't trust them. Come on. Like, there's no integrity here. There's no sense of, like, loyalty. There's nothing. There's nothing here. These women are dead inside. And you expect men to work for 50 years, be cucked, take care of a woman for 50 years, quote unquote, raise a family with these women for kids that might not be yours, the way these women cheat, dog. Yeah, it's bullshit. Nah, dude, this is a shitty deal. Nah, dude. Fuck it, dog. It's not. It's everything you've been taught about women, dog, has been a fucking lie. It's true. It's true. As she puts it, it's an opportunity to be at an intimate level, the kind of person I would not otherwise encounter. Aw. I need more experiences. I need more experiences. I need more experiences because I'm like a little child who needs. I can't just control myself like an adult can. I'm a little child. Like, women are literally fucking children. They are. They can't control themselves. I need to shit on my husband because I can't control myself. What the fuck? Like, then why the fuck do you have rights? What the fuck's going on, dog? The National Opinion Research Center's General Social Survey found that American wives were 40% more likely to cheat on their husband's spouses in 2010 than in 1990, while the percentage of husbands who cheated stayed the same. But are women really cheating more, or are they finally just talking about it? Piazza told the Post that she really does think more women are having affairs compared to 30 to 40 years ago, largely because of privilege. Privilege? What? What's the rationale here? There are so many more women in the workforce and making their own money, the host explained. When you're less financially dependent on your husband, you're less afraid of possibly losing your husband and ruining your marriage. You're more willing to take chances Yeah, dude. This is somewhat true. Now, I wouldn't use the word privilege here. This is just them being fucking entitled and think they can have it all. And quite literally, these are the women who truly believe they can have it all. Like that one show that that's that show that Manosphere a daily highlights covered about the chick that like literally has a loving husband at home. I think in that clip he talks about the clip that chick talks about how she had the 85%, but she wants the 15%. She wants it all. So she wants the Chad to blow her back out, but she also has the she also wants to have the the Brad at home who takes care of the kids and the family man and makes a bunch of money. And yeah, they literally have it all now. So yeah, they're living it up, dude. She also noted that technology made conducting an affair much easier. Now women can search for one-night stands on their phone. Let's see, your spouse may be laying in your bed next to you and you can be looking for someone to have an affair with. He also said the ease of it is making more people do it. Some women on the podcast use burner phones to communicate with their lovers. Others use WhatsApp and delete it every night before downloading it again in the morning. Others only meet who live outside of a 100-mile radius or hook up when they're out of town. Dog. Yes, a sex life. That Albert Wesker said sex life. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, watch that video of that by Manosphere Daily Highlights, bro. It's just so fucking brutal, dog. And like you gotta remember, dude, that like art reflects life, and sometimes life reflects art. So like all that show's really showing is that what women actually believe about men and about relationships at this point. And beyond that, the women who watch that show, or the young women who watch that show, are going to see that stuff and think, oh wow, this is what I should be doing too. So like, yeah, like, you know, sometimes it goes both ways, right? Like, you know, the art, life reflects art, and art reflects life to some extent. So yeah. Okay, so only one woman Piazza interview was caught, and when her husband looked at her phone, they ended up getting divorced. What do you fucking know? If these dudes fucking knew, they would just get fucking divorced. Because there's no man who's gonna stick around and get cucked for fucking 31 years. Not gonna happen. But Monique actually thinks her husband knows about her dalliances and is fine with it. You don't know that. Fuck off. He probably just doesn't have enough evidence to fucking pin you down, so he doesn't actually talk about it. But imagine this scenario. He says in episode 3, if your wife had a lover, but at the same time that made her sexier, like she would buy lingerie or try things she'd never tried before, however defined an increase in hotness, Wouldn't you want that? No, bro. That's fucking disgusting. I don't want my fucking wife fucking like 25 other different men, dude. Ugh, it's retarded, bro. It's called being a cuck. Oh, man, they're trying to like rationalize it to men. It's like, oh, wouldn't you want your wife to be more experienced, bro? Oh, man, dude. Dude, this is so blackpilling, dog. This is so blackpilling, dude. Oh man, this is so blackpilling. I mean, it's shit we already fucking knew, bruh, but it's so fucking like it only makes shit even worse, bruh. Makes shit even fucking worse. It's over, buddy boyos. It's fucking over. I don't care who you are, dog. Let me read some comments up here. I think someone left a good comment, dog. Cuck so hot, so bad. Mystery's going full Joker mode, dude. The fuck. When I was in college, I hooked up with an older married woman that was randomly in our class. I was broke, no car, no job, no car. Smashed her in a $30 motel. That was in 2007. Got to be worse now. Oof. I told you a few months ago they're always cheating, bro. It's true. You need to man up and marry. This is Jordan Peterson, bro. You need to man up and marry the thought, bucko. Be a real man, bucko. Get with women who are conscious about their hygiene. Women that serially cheat, don't give a fuck about their own health, let alone anyone else. They're just self-destructive, dude. 30 years, bruh. Yeah, dude. That man was swimming in other men's zinc. Oof. Now I understand why they shouldn't have the right to vote. Yeah, dude. Yeah, well, we fucked up, dude. What a complex reason. Yeah. Man up and marry that thought, bruh. Be the dad who steps up, bruh. Yeah, dude. Step up, dude. Step up and be a real man and marry a woman who will cuck you for the next 30 years. Everyone cheats, but you can definitely have this sort of conversation with a partner where you lay out actual goals. I don't think everyone cheats, bro, but didn't pull her hair or spank butt. Oh. I went to a club this weekend with a married couple. The husband was telling me how much he loved her and she was his queen. At work, she showed me nearly nude pics and asked if I'd help her start an OnlyFans. Oh my god, bruh. Return to monkey. Yeah, that's basically what we're doing, bruh. We're returning the monkey, bro. Returning the monkey hard. She has pure chlamydia trash. When she asked me to hang out, she said, "Don't tell him about the OnlyFans." Oh, bro. What the fuck? Like Mystery is saying, at a certain point, you just need to grow up and accept your responsibilities, both men and women. Nasty whores, bro. Yep, a little variety. That's what they always say. I need a little variety in my life, dog. Nah, dude. 12 years of cuck. 12 years of slave, 12 years of cuck. You love him to be a doormate. Yeah. Fucking disgusting. Why no feel white to cheat? Oh well, no bad. Women love their husbands. They just love new orgasm, or they just love new orgasms more. Yeah, basically, yeah. Yep. A random lady friend of my friend once accidentally showed me her nudes while scrolling to show me a different picture. It was clearly intentional, but I wasn't interested as well. Red was never her favorite color to begin with. It's true. Yeah. Well, equating a marriage with color, what a retwat. Yeah. I thought Floyd only wanted 50-year-old men. Huh. Pastors having orgies. Just pay for the cat and never marry these nasty witches, dog. At this point, dog, and the sad part is, dog, is that a literal fucking prostitutes and fucking escorts probably have more hygiene than the average fucking random woman you see on the street does at this point, dog. It's true. At least they fucking use rubbers. Like these fucking chicks, dog. Like they probably just take it raw. Oh baby, I like it raw. Take it fucking raw every fucking day, and then that's all they do. Like they take it raw. So like, yeah, dude, those chicks probably have better hygiene and standards than these women here do at this point, dog. I told you, adventure, fun, Chad, marriage, commitment, relationship. Yeah, that's true. That's what a real man does, though. Yep. She needed sausage experiences. Oof. I should have been a Shinto televangelist. Genghis Khan was right. The worst people rise quickly while the righteous hard workers are laughed at. It's true. Society treats them like children when it comes to determining consequences for their actions, but treat them like adults in every other area. It's true. Yeah. It's all a joke to the leaders. It's crazy how somewhere along the lines they flipped the script and made men out to be the dogs and cheaters. Yeah, dude. Men have been getting a bad rap for like all of human history, my dude. You guys did this. You guys did that. Okay, like when you use that term, do you mean like all men, or do you mean the top percentage of men? Like women have been using the apex fallacy since time started, bro. Since the beginning of time. Okay, all women operate the entire. In fact, not even women, bro. The entirety of society operates off of the fucking apex fallacy when it comes to men. Whenever we talk about men, we always talk about the behaviors of the toppest of top tier men, and we're never actually talking about the average man's experiences at all. Like, do people truly believe that the average man had the ability to cheat back in the day? No fucking way he did. Like, no fucking way, because it's much harder for men to get sex than women than for women, dude. So like, this is the reality of it, man. But this is retarded shit, man. It's retarded. She's literally having it all. Yeah, I think I slipped up there, but she literally has it all. Yeah. Best chances of successful women is just to always be traveling, going to events, concerts, festivals. Game nowadays is seeming fun and outgoing as fuck for normies, of course. Yeah, Muhammad was right about treating them like property. Sex Life, that's that TV show I told you about. Sex Life of college whores. Second season of Sex Life is pretty interesting, huh? Even joining a lot of local events. I play softball in a co-ed league, and the single women are always making it clear they're single. But yeah, I go to concerts, live shows, divorce maxing. Husband working hard, his wife is getting smashed and spending his money on Chad. The rational cuck. What more experience? And seems like they don't like the idea of safe sex. Why smash a husband you're supposed to see when you can seek out excitement? Told you guys, these boys cheat years ago. Society is grooming men to be cucks and simps. It's over for society. Yeah, man. Profound mental retardation. Profound. Oh, man. Rolled up tamale, then the rational cuck. This is unreal, bruh. Oh, bruh. It's so over, dude. Yeah, man. It's the best thing to do. Chad is falling behind because Chads are boring. Most men are boring to women, though, if you don't travel often and go all the time. Yeah. I'm 49, never married, no kids, and I couldn't be happier, dude. I can't say I blame you at this point, buddy. I don't blame you, buddy, at all. Women are right to cuck you. You deserve to be cucked. You deserve to be cucked and killed. You don't deserve to have your own kids. You deserve nothing. You should be working for the system forever until you die. And then your tax revenue will go to other men to fuck the women you wanted anyway. Ha 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 ha. I'm the evil Joy. I've always been evil, but I'm the super evil Jordan Peterson. Ha 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 ha. And meanwhile, incels complaining because they can't be with these types of women. Yeah, some truth there. A lot of truth there. "12 years cucked." And then she'll blame you for cheating by saying you're not doing enough for her or you're not satisfying her sexually. Laugh my ass off. Yep. Oh yeah, that's like the greatest like a flip of the script ever, dude. She'll blame you for her cheating. It's like, oh well, I wasn't being treated well enough by my man. It's like, what the fuck? And that justifies you cheating? The fuck? Nah, bruh. The cuckoldery is at an all-time high. I want to find myself. Oh, dude, that's like the biggest meme on the face of the planet, bruh. If I had no honor, I'd be smashing these chicks years ago. A lot of these married guys could cheat too. Not as many options as women, but they could. Sugar Daddy Max. That's true. They could. Don't ask, don't tell policy with dots. Lol. If you don't get married, you're not a real man. True, I've said it before. The average woman is basically a hooker now. In season 2 of Sex Life, the husband starts smashing chicks like crazy, but the show portrays him as a villain. What? What? Dog, what in the fuck, dude? The wife cheated for love, but he is cheating out of lust, and that's how it's portrayed. How is what? Nah, dude. What the fuck ever, bruh. Had to explain to my boomer mom, my dad is at a Chad, not all men have his options. Their marriage failed. Older married guys could sugar daddy math, but most guys want to be in love. Try to be in love anyway. I won't say they want to be. Well, they try to be in love anyway, yeah. Did you see the pool of Gen Z and millennials that have over 50% of saying women's rights had gone too far? Yeah, I read that article yesterday, or the other day. Not even the other day, that was on Sunday, actually, so yeah. Women dress like complete whores at the gym. Even the fat women dress provocatively, showing off their dysgenic bellies. That's some, I don't know what to say, bro. The color cucked with Oprah Winfrey, dude. We got another video we can watch now. Let me pull it up. Mr. Albert Wesker left his video last time. I promised I would watch it today, so we're gonna watch it today. Let me put the volume up for the video real quick. Give me one sec, buddy boyos. Volume up all the way. Let's do this. Let's do this style. Looks pretty good.
So Daddy's got a little surprise for you here. This is the first user submitted beat. Someone sent me an email. Use this beat if you like. Thank me later. See if you brought that heat.
What the fuck is this? It sounds like a goddamn it sounds like a I don't know what this even. It sounds like a fucking something you hear in like sounds like something you hear in like a video game. Like it sounds like, what's that shit called? It sounds like that's the Sonic the Arabian Trap. It kind of sounds like that one level in Sonic and Knuckles with the sand level. That's what it sounds like to me. I don't know why that area comes to mind here, but it's kind of funny. What it sounds like to me, I don't know why. PS1 soundtrack vibes. I don't know what the fuck that is, dog. Taliban type beat. Taliban type beat. Look at his face, bruh. Oh shit. Okay. Yo, bro, this shit horrible, bro. Oh.
Pull up on a goat. I just bought a boat. I got your sister on a boat. She's looking on my scrot. Then I got bored.
Oh my fucking god.
So I threw that bitch overboard. Now she got a float. I pull up to the moat. I'm the overlord when it comes to porking women. I'm a circumcised the president of the United States. I'm a domestic terrorist. I'm the GOAT.
Cut this shit off, bruh. Oh,
I don't know where that come from. I'm pretty sure Joe is circumcised. Just taking a wild guess. Maybe not. Yeah. Shout out to all the uncircumcised people out there. Well, that's just Europeans. I don't know. It's kind of a crazy concept. Like one day a guy was just like, we should just be cutting that shit off. I'm like, who thought of that, bro? Y'all are weird for real. God made us that way, and you're just gonna cut that. You're just gonna, I mean, that's wild, man. And they be doing crazy stuff with it. They be putting it in little bottles, using it to power computers, using it to make creams and moisturizers, using it to feed, using it to eat, because they're weird, man. They be doing all sorts of crazy stuff. Stay woke, Holmes. Let's get right into the topic of this video. I briefly talked about this the last video I made. It's kind of a follow-up. This idea that men Your prime is when you're 35, when you're 38. You just got to focus on yourself, man, and build up to when you're 38. And well, let me just read this comment. It kind of exemplifies that point. And what I'm going to do is try to dismantle this idea. Keep in mind, okay, my purpose is not just to destroy any hope you have. I'm just trying to destroy these copes because there's bad advice here. And if you listen to it, you're worse off. This doesn't work anymore. You have to be smarter. Okay. Let's just see. Men don't peak until their mid to late 30s, assuming they worked on themselves. That's the age they still look good and have their resources up. Men prefer younger women. Women prefer older men. On dating apps, the most swiped age for women is 23. For men, it's 38. Women have a ton of options in their 20s, but it's short-lived because they struggle to conceive by age 35. Men that want families aren't getting with older women. So there's a concentration of men from all ages pursuing younger women. So focus and build on yourselves. So by the time it's your peak, you will have plenty of options as well. Now, here's the thing. There's truth to this. The thing about dating apps is true. There's also like the most attractive men and women that are ranked by these magazines. And the average age for the most attractive man is always in their 30s, mid 30s. And the average age for women, they're always in their early 20s, right? So like technically speaking, just generally, men are more attractive in their mid 30s. And I can actually agree with that. Some people who are black pill might disagree. It's like their hair.
Well, I would say this: like a certain cohort of men are really attractive in their mid 30s, right? The reality of this is that like this is still operating off of the like apex fallacy to some extent. The men who are going to be going crazy in their fucking mid 30s are going to be the men who are like, who are already probably doing well in their 20s to begin with, right? At the end of the fucking day, like if you look good, if you're decently attractive in your 20s, you're probably gonna maintain those looks unless something goes really fucking bad. You're probably gonna maintain a decent amount of those looks in your 30s as well, unless you go like extremely go bald or some crazy shit like that. But for the most part, though, if your face is decent enough, and you still have your hair generally pretty well in your 30s, you can probably do as well, probably better in your 30s than you did in your 20s because you simply have more resources and time to do stuff with. But this idea that like the average man is going to be like the average man ages like fine wine, and he's going to be going crazy in the 30s because he happened to hit age 35 is bullshit. Okay, this is stupid. Like we apply the apex fallacy to men in every single circumstance possible. When in reality, like yeah, it might be true that like okay, on average, the average man might be doing better, but like we're still an average is just like the aggregate of all men. Like it might be more accurate to say like what's the median man doing in that particular age group compared to the apex of that age group, right? So like the median would be a better indicator of what the average man's doing, how the average man's doing in that age bracket than the actual average itself. So, I might be talking too much here, but hope that makes sense.
Your hairline will go away. The Reaper or whatever will take your hairline.
What my man talking that Norwood Reaper, my dude.
I guess there's some truth to that, but generally speaking, there is a lot of evidence to support men are more attractive in their mid 30s. But this is kind of an old idea, and this is something that is outdated, and the application of it. So just focus and build on yourselves. So by the time it's your peak, you'll have plenty of options. There's a lot of problems with that. And here's the thing. I touched about it last time. It's the lack of experience, because you're just gonna go all this time without any experience with women, and then by the time you're 35, after all this grinding or whatever, you're suddenly gonna know what to do. You're not gonna know how to navigate these things, and you're gonna be such an old age. When you think about when women, I imagine, think about like an attractive older guy, they're not thinking about a 35 guy in his late 30s who's inexperienced. They're thinking about a rugged, traveled man who's been with a lot of women, who knows how to charm a.
Yeah, there's some truth there. He's not wrong. Like he's spitting a lot of truth here. They aren't thinking about Eugene, the guy working in IT or some shit, who has a bunch of money in his bank account, who has never had a girlfriend his whole fucking life, or at best he's like touched a girl's arm in high school or some shit. They're talking about Chad or Brad, who they might work a similar job, but they're well traveled. They had a lot of girlfriends in high school and college, and a lot of experience with women and shit like that. And yeah, he's saying nothing wrong here. It's true. That's what I was talking about earlier, though, with the apex fallacy. You keep talking about the apex of every single group. Every single group is either judged by its apex, but we never judge an entire group by its worst cohorts, especially men. We judge it by its apex, which is bullshit. You should be judging it by how the average or the median person would is doing in that environment. And this idea that every man's going to be like Ice Cactus said down here, Leonardo DiCaprio is bullshit. It's not the way life works. It's just bullshit. So yeah, he's not wrong at all.
Lady, they're not thinking about a 35-year-old virgin, dude.
35-year-old. Yeah, it's true.
Or someone who's like damn near a virgin, someone who's had a couple, whatever, but who's doesn't know anything, whose first relationship is going to be in their 30s. You think women would be attracted to that? No. That's goofy. That's like a giant red flag if you would think about it. Oh, this guy's 38 and come on, dude. They're thinking about someone who's already had the experience, and that's part of what generally in the past would make these men more attractive. Another thing is that this is actually part of the problem, is that since the demographic pyramid is continually shrinking, people aren't having kids. Men and women aren't pairing up that are my age. So I'm a teenager, right? In 15, 20 years, when I'm in my prime, where are the young women going to be? Because no one's having kids now.
He's not wrong here either, dog. He's speaking a lot of truth, dog. This is something that people aren't really focusing on. Like, as the pyramid inverts, and as people have kids less, or either later on in life or not at all, you end up with this group of like men who just flat out have nobody to date, and it's like, what do those men do? What do you do? Like, there's going to be a smaller and smaller number of women. So keep in mind, like, if what these red pill guys are saying is true, and he's not wrong here. This is something I thought about as well. If what these red pill guys are saying is true, and that every man's supposed to wait till they're 35 to date a 22-year-old, right? Okay, well, there's going to be a point where even a 35-year-old, every 35-year-old is going to poach every single 22-year-old in that generation. Let's say it did happen that way perfectly, right? Let's say every 35-year-old poached the next a generation of 22-year-olds. Who are those 22-year-old men supposed to date? Like, this is literally how African tribes work, actually, in Africa, actually, where the older men poach almost all the women, and the young men are just supposed to grind it out and do what they got to do until they hit a certain age, and then they take all the women, and it never actually fucking improves, and nothing ever actually changes really overall. It's a continually fucked system. So what you end up with is a whole generation of men who are just flat out fucking incel at that point, right? It's true, and yeah, this is a fucked up system, because like the sad part about what he's saying here is that like I watched a documentary about the declining birth rates. I forgot someone sent it to me in my email. I might even play it playing on the stream this Sunday, but it was a really good documentary, and they were studying the demographic crisis in Japan, and they were discussing how, okay, like at first they thought, okay, well, maybe people were just having less kids. So like the birth rate's declining, not because people are having no kids, but because they're having less kids. What they found is that they could not find the families that had less kids. The only families they could find were people that had either had a lot of kids. So the people that had at least one kid ended up having two or three more kids, right? So they had a lot of kids. Then the people who had no but they could not find the quote unquote smaller families. All they could find were people who had no kids at all. So obviously, when it comes to this inverted pyramid dying demographics problem. What you end up finding is that it's not a matter of people having less kids or people having less kids than they want to. You either have some kids and then you keep having kids, or you have no kids at all. And what we're running into now is that people are having no kids at all in America, no kids at all. So what do you do with an entire generation of young men who have zero prospect of ever getting a girlfriend ever, or even ever having a wife or having anything? Those kids are going to go crazy. What do you expect to happen? Oh yeah, he's not wrong here at all.
That's part of the problem, is that boomers could double and triple dip into younger brackets of the dating market. They could date Gen X, they could date millennials, because there were still more young people. Zoomers and early millennials and stuff, they don't have this option because there's just,
I think he meant late millennials, but whatever. It's kind of a whatever topic, whatever.
There's way less young people. They don't have this pool of people to date.
Yeah, the people in my generation they're going to poach Gen Alpha, which are going to be really small, or Gen Z. So yeah, it's true.
Nearly as much. They outnumber them so much. It's just a even more hellish ratio than we already have. Given what I talked about last time, how there's 2 single men for every single woman. And also this idea that you're just going to have a bunch of resources. Well, let's just go with the idea that you'll have resources if you continually work on yourself. But here's the thing. I think it's unrealistic to expect someone to, because it's like, it said, what did it say? It said, assuming they worked on themselves. So let's get this straight. People start self-improvement in their teens, in their early 20s, and you want them to constantly work on themselves for decades with like damn near in isolation with zero positive affirmation. Like at some point you have to see the yield.
Yep, there you go. He's got it, dude. This kid's got it, man. This kid understands he understands like human psychology, but better than Scott Galloway ever fucking could, dog. At some point, yeah, he's not wrong. Like you cannot keep a man on a self-improvement treadmill for 15 years. Well, let's say that guy starts at age 20 and goes to age 35. you cannot put a man on a self-improvement treadmill for 15 fucking years, dog, and then expect him to just like, yeah, bro, where's my wife at, bro? And keep in mind, that wife is not assured to him. It's not assured at all. So like, he's supposed to work his ass off for almost 15 fucking years, and he ends up with nothing. He ends up with the possibility of getting a wife or a girlfriend at age 35, who's relatively young, who may also be ran through. You never fucking know what chicks. Well, we all know what chicks go through in high school as well. Or in college as well. So you expect a guy to grind his ass off for 15 years and show up with the possibility of pussy at 35. You're fucking retarded, bro. That's not gonna work. It's like, this is why I got so pissed off at Wheat Waffles a few months ago, talking about how we need men on the self-improvement treadmill because they'll work harder and it'll be a stimulus to the economy, mate. No, mate. No, you fucking retard. How about this one? How about we give men a decent starting point? We give them families and we give them children. And we give them wives who not love them, at least care for them to some extent. And we give them decent jobs. And then that's why they had to drive to work. It's not this weird cuck shit where we just keep cucking and driving ourselves insane for fucking women and shit. Fuck that shit, dude. That's why we call him Cuck Waffles here. He's a fucking idiot. He doesn't understand human psychology at all. So he's like, we should have men on the self-improvement treadmill forever, mate. Whatever, dude. But yeah, this kid here, he understands, dude. Like, that dude's supposed to do that for a possibility of pussy, bro. That's retarded, dude. It is fucking retarded.
For your hard work. And expecting that over decades, given all these things that's going on, is just it's kind of unrealistic and ridiculous that we have to even consider this. Like, you're just going to barely have any experience, but it's okay. Just work for 20 years. Like, that's normal. Like, you have to do all this shit constantly. Try. Do all this shit your ancestors, like, really didn't have to do.
Yeah, dog, he got it. He got it, bruh. You're working what, 200 times as hard for less shit than what your grandfather got, bro. Your grandfather and your great grandfather had a wife, a house, a car, and kids off rip, bro, by age 22, 23, bro. 22, 23, he had all those things off rip and a good paying job. And he could feed an entire family on that shit, bro. He had all that shit off of rip. And oh man, the fuck, dude. And you're supposed to work, and you're supposed to work for 15 fucking years for the possibility of a girlfriend or a wife? Are you fucking retarded? And you expect that system not to collapse in on itself under its own weight, bro? Nah, dude. Fuck that shit, bro. Nah, dude. Retarded. Retarded logic. We Waffles are hating on this kid. We Waffles is the fucking retard. I don't give a fuck what We Waffles fucking thinks, bro. He's just a fucking idiot.
Your dad have to improve himself for 20 years, go to the gym constantly, worry about macros, all this horse shit, invest in options,
He's not wrong, dude. We Waffles wants government issued GF instead of accepting what is. No, he doesn't even want that. He actually agrees with the current system. He doesn't actually agree with the government issued GFs. I'm actually arguing for something a little more like a pseudo that way, where it's like you have a system where, okay, well, we have men and women, and we have families that set up men and women to mate and meet. So also all I'm asking for is for the parents to be involved a little bit more. Right. What we have now is a laissez-faire market right now where anything goes, and you do what the fuck you want, and it's just stupid. It doesn't fucking work. It doesn't fucking work at all. Sexual regulation was needed back then because we realized that, oh shit, the system doesn't fucking work without it, Doug. So yeah.
Be a Sigma male. Did he have to do any of that to have you? No, he didn't. It just happened, So, I mean, given the situation we're in today, it's fair to say, look, if you just go to the gym, you improve your hygiene, you do this for like a few years, maybe 5 years tops, 3 years tops even. If you just give a few years of your life to really dedicate yourself and build good habits, you will see results. That's not like a ridiculous expectation, or it's not like a crazy thing to say given the material conditions of today. But to say like you should just constantly improve yourself for 15 years straight is just fucking stupid. Like, at some point you have to settle down, man. Like, you should just see the results and start a family and have something.
Like, the problem is that society doesn't give men a baseline to go off of anymore. Like, the baseline is gone. Like, in the 50s, the baseline was at least having a house, a car, a wife, and kids. Like, that was the baseline for a middle America. That baseline has been gone. Been gone for decades now. So, like, the baseline for the average Gen Y and Gen Zer and Gen Z now is like, if you have an apartment on your own, you're making it in today's economy now, dog. Like the baseline's gone. Like, we cracked that baseline. The boomers cracked that baseline, fucking obliterated it, and now it's like having a one bedroom apartment on your own. Like, having one on your own is like considered to be like a mark of like, bro, you're making it, bro. You're balling out of control, bro. Like, what the fuck? That's it. Like, it's insane, dude. Like, this entire fucking economy fucking is inverted and fucked, dude.
But it's ridiculous. And that's another thing, because I'm talking about this is in reference to the data that I pulled up last time of the 63% of men are single and half of women are single in the same bracket. And one of the explanations I just threw out there because I'm winging it. I'm not going to be the most concise person. I have no script for these. I just say shit. But one of the explanations I threw out there is older men dipping into that pool, and that is a factor, right? But that's not the main thing that explains the data, because and
An apartment doesn't get you anything. All I'm trying to say here is that the baseline for the average Gen Y person nowadays is like, if you have an apartment, I'm not saying it gets you anything. I'm just saying, like, if you have that, like, people think that, like, wow, you must be doing pretty well in your life to have an apartment on your own in a major city in America. Like, it costs a lot of money to have an apartment on your own because most people have roommates and shit, right? So that's all I'm trying to say. That I wouldn't think it's going to get you anything at all. Mystery, do you think huge financial incentives would help families would help with bonuses for kids? We already tried that. It didn't work. We tried that for centuries and it hasn't worked. We've done bachelor taxes. It doesn't fucking work. We've done everything. Like, the problem with any incentive is that it only works. It gives you a baby blip, and what you need is a baby boom. You need a baby boom, not a baby blip on the radar. Like, the blip is like you're gonna have like 1 year of like big growth of kids, and the next year you have no kids at all. So it's like, what do you do next? Government intervening with markets can be good or bad depending on how it's done. The problem is the culture of the people is fucked. Like, the people are just fucked. The people don't value having kids anymore. So what do you do with a culture like that? Well, it's bound to just die, right? So it's on the road to its own death, in my opinion. So
the way this comment sounds, it's just acting like this is natural, like this is the way it's always been. No, dude, if you look at the data, this is really messed up. 63% of young men were never single. This is not normal. This is not normal. You're acting like, oh, older men always dated younger women and young men were always just incels. No. Young men always had to build experiences so they could become that old attractive man. If you're just the guy who's who's just in isolation, not having any experience, by the time you're 35, you're not going to be attractive because you're not gonna have anything to go off. You missed out on young love. You missed out on experiences, vital social lessons you cannot learn by watching self-improvement videos, going to the gym, doing any of this horseshit.
Yep, not wrong at all.
But yeah, so the whole thing about older men dipping into the younger dating pool, this does not explain the data. There are many things that have, impact. It's a multifaceted issue that explains the rising male singledom and how half of young women are. There's the whole polygyny thing, which also might be relatively a small factor. There's just general female disinterest in dating. Because if you also look at the article and at the previous Pew Research study, most young women aren't interested. And here's the thing: the difference between the data collected in 2019 and the new recent data I pulled up from 2022 that I talked about last video, is that a lot more men started leaving. They started saying they're not interested either. It's like, I wouldn't say they're giving up, but they're just like, maybe they're kind of doing this attitude. They're focusing on themselves, building themselves. But it's just like the fundamental aspects of society to build relationships aren't there. And
yeah, they're gone. We took all of the we took all of the we as FWP always said, we took all the oxygen out of the room, and now we're sitting here wondering why nothing's happening. And it's like, well, yeah, you sucked all the oxygen out of the room. Like, we all the systems, like, if you look at any system, there's going to be infrastructure within that system that maintains that system so that things actually work, right? And a social system is no different than like a sewer system, right? How does a sewer system work? Well, you have treatment plants, you have the piping, which you guides the water to where it's supposed to go. You have the individual toilets in the house. You have drain flows and overflow things and stuff like that. Yeah, you have stuff everywhere in a system that allows it to work, right? Oh, for a social system, you need like places for, like, we don't even have free places for people to meet anymore. The most free place that a young man is gonna meet a woman is in high school, middle school, and college. After that point, dog, you're on your fucking own. The workplace is like no longer is no longer safe. The like most places that we had, or most ways that people met back in the 50s and 60s, are just gone now. Like people just don't have places where they can meet people anymore to mate and meet, right? Or to meet and mate. So like we really are just like fucked at the, well, not we really, but like Gen Z and Gen Y really are just fucked we're fucked when it comes to like these social circle things. Like, back then families used to be more communities, and families used to be more involved with the more involved in the kids' lives. So they would guide you to meet like, hey, I'm Johnny and I have Susie next door, and we're gonna introduce those two, and they're gonna become a family. Like that stuff doesn't happen anymore. We now have a system of like a laissez-faire capitalism where it's like, hey, like, well, Johnny's supposed to just figure it out on his own, and Susie's just gonna be figure it out on her own, and they'll find their way. And it's like, that's not how fucking life works, bro. Like young people need guidance, and this idea that like you can just let them let them do whatever they want and they'll figure it out is bullshit. So all the social systems that kept the system together are just gone now. The church is gone. The church has lost prominence. There's Where do you go that's free to meet people at this point, dog? Like, there's a reason why so many people flock onto a dating app now, because like it's the only relatively quote unquote free space to meet people of the opposite sex once you're out of high school and college and community college, right? So yeah.
And women only have access to them because of their higher social capital. I should have wrote down like all the because I was thinking about it before, all the different things that contribute to the data. There's some things I'm missing. You can put them in the comments, but it's not all older men dipping down into younger brackets.
Yeah, you can't blame it all on that. I mean, it's certainly a factor. You also have to blame the LGBT XYZ factor. You have to blame the Chad factor. There's a whole bunch of factors. The dog factor. You have a whole bunch of factors you have to blame when it comes down to the issue being an issue, right? Of why there's more single men than there are single women. But all we know is that the problem is happening, and that all we really know is that the problem is happening, and we can only like try to guess why it's happening at the end of the day, right? So, yeah.
Um, that's not what it is. It's a lot of stuff going on. Because the average age gap in relationships is still only like 3 years. It's not a big distance. So it just the idea that all these older men are just doing that isn't statistically accurate. It's part of it, but not the biggest. It's not the biggest contributor. And also, here's just a finishing thought I had. Thinking about that data, and if you also look at like the different ages, this is uniquely a young person issue, because it's only in that bracket where it's so bad. If you go to the older brackets, it's not as bad. And this is not because they're dating 20 whatever year olds. It's just well, that's part of it, but they're like dating in the same bracket, given what we have, given the information we have with the average age gap in relationships. Back to what I was saying. Yeah, if you go to the older brackets, it's like half as bad. So if this is uniquely a young person issue, and I remember in like 7th grade, I was hanging out with this kid, and he told me something that kind of stuck with me. He was like a popular kid. He got a lot of girls, and I think he knew I wasn't really. I wasn't really the only kid. There were a lot of kids who just weren't having any experiences with women. But
Wait, if this kid's having a problem in school, dog, what the fuck? No fucking way, bro. Aw, man, dude. No way. Dude, what are the look thresholds in Gen Z, bro? What? What? Oh, man, dude. The fuck, bro? Whatever, dude. I don't know. Dude.
Told me he was like, if you ever feel sad about not getting girls or like worried that you won't be able to get a girl, just remember like all your ancestors did it, like your bloodline.
Jesus. Oh no, bro. Oh no. Your ancestors did it, bro. So you can do it too, bro. The fuck?
Came all the way here, so like there's no reason you shouldn't be able to. And at the time I was like, yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. Looking back on it, it doesn't really make sense. I think, look, I'm not going to say that I'm not going to take a totally deterministic stance here that you can't do anything to improve your situation, but if you look at pictures of your dad, or maybe whatever, your grandfather on your mom's side or something, if you I'll just say your dad. If you look at pictures of your dad when he was like a young man, when he married your mom, and because my parents are boomers, I could look at pictures of my because this is brutal. My parents were together when they were my age. I remember when I turned 19, they were like, "Wow, when we were 19, we were dating." My mom was like, "I was flying out to see your dad." Ooh, that was brutal.
Damn, bro. You getting told by your parents like you a fucking loser, bro. Like that's basically what kind of what you're low key saying, bro. Like when I was your age, boy, I had a woman right now, bro. You were you just nobody, dog. Damn, bro. Fucking brutal.
Holy moly. They're in like their 60s now. But anyways, um,
You must have had him late in life, bro. What the fuck? Damn.
look at pictures of your dad when he was young and think about it using the information you have now. Would he be able to make it today?
Oh, no fucking way,
Like a
bro.
lot of these guys, like a lot of your dads would be incels today,
No fucking way.
and a lot
Yeah.
of these older guys who think it's just like, no, man, just wait till you're 30. They have no idea what's going on. They would be incels today. They would be you. So it's just kind of crazy. They just lack the perspective. Yeah, my dad, he would have a tough ride. He would have a tough ride. My mom's taller than my dad.
What? Yo, bro. Oh man. No way, dog. Shit, dude. It was so much easier for men back then, bro. Dude. Oh, fuck that shit, dog. Dude, that is some damn.
Thank God I got some of her like height genetics. He was like 5'7" and like 120, maybe 120s light, but he was a turbo twink, man. And yeah, I don't know if you would be able to make it today.
That man will be hanging under a tree, dude. I mean, I don't mean that in the literal sense of fucking the lynching shit, but I mean like my man, he'd be hanging under a fucking yeah, a fucking tree, dog. He'd be like, fuck it. He like, my man wouldn't be here, dog. It'd be over, bro. Oh man, shit, dude. He would have sued, dog. He would have sued. Oh, 5'7", bro. Oh shit, bro. Oh, he wouldn't have made it, bro. 5 fucking 7, dude.
So that's just the thought I had. And look, even if you look at your dad and you're like, I have these bad genetics, he wouldn't make it today. I would still, I would still advise trying or whatever, but it's hard. I definitely, after doing research into like genetic determinism, they say it's not like fully deterministic, it's probabilistic. This is what all like the gene researchers say. Genes aren't deterministic, they're probabilistic. But basically what that means, they look at height and they say there's like a 80% heritability, IQ pretty high heritability, um, size of hands, weight, these all have a high heritability. So they say it's probabilistic, but Really what that means is like they're still very, very important. You're still very much, you know, it's a big deal. I guess I don't know. It's hard to know what to think because I do think your decisions matter. I don't believe in complete all this, hard determinism. I guess a good analogy is that it's your hand, you know. It's your hand in like a game of poker or whatever. And that's a big deal. The what you draw is a massive deal. You could still play your cards in a certain way to change your outcomes, but guys who have, the full house, have all the best cards, you know, it's whack because everybody's like, "Oh, they only care that they won. They don't really get." Not everybody seems to truly well, I guess they intrinsically know, but
I don't even want to grant them that, bro. I think so many people land on fucking third base and thought they hit a fucking triple, bro. So many people fucking they literally think that, oh well, I achieved all that stuff on my own, bro, and yeah, I was born 6'5" with a chiseled jawline and low body fat because my body, I have a really fast metabolism or some shit, so I never gained any body fat. I didn't earn any of that shit, but I'm gonna lord over you as if I'm better than you or some shit. And it's like, okay, dude, like there's something wrong here. Like there's something majorly wrong here. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, it's something majorly really wrong here. But like, yeah, a lot of people think that they they achieve on their own when it's really just a matter of like luck and really a lot of luck. I'm not saying like, do I even want to grant that skill even exists? I guess like you can gain skills, but even gaining skills is a matter of like your genes and your ability to learn and stuff like that, which is all connected to other stuff as well. So I don't know. You can ride that deterministic timeline all the way back to whatever, but at the end of the fucking day, like so many things come down to this luck and being at the right place in the right time, and like people don't want to admit to that shit at all, dude. They never fucking do.
they don't get it's just it is pretty influenced by luck. Just what you get, how you're born. So, yeah, pretty brutal way to end it off, but have a blessed day.
All right, buddy boyos. That was the end of that video. Oh man. This has been a long stream. It's been an hour and a half, almost an hour and 40 minutes long. So I'm gonna end it here, buddy boyos. This has been another Wednesday night WINsday. I've been your host, Mystery School. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you like the video, maybe you hated the video, and never forget, buddy boyos, that wisdom is fucking gold. See you guys on SNC episode 21 of this Sunday. I mean, it is next Sunday. Technically, it's next Sunday. Whatever. This weekend on Sunday. And yeah, buddy boyos. See you guys next time. See you guys on the flip side. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and cheers.